What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Toxic Gaming, and today I'm bringing you a brand new 3-in-1 deck profile video. This is going to be 3 different volcanic decks that you can play with the new GX box coming out tomorrow if you're not in America or Latin America, I think. And yeah, so I'm just going to jump right into this. If you guys like this type of content, make sure you leave a like on the video. If you like me, make sure you subscribe. And if you have any questions about any decks, any ideas of your own, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section down below. So the first deck on my list is actually Volcanic Hammer. This deck is actually really cool. It's a tribute stun-ish deck. It's a tribute burn deck. I shouldn't even say tribute stun. It's a very unique deck that me and my friend, the Buyer's Regret, or Dylan, came up with yesterday. And I was like, yeah, that'll be what I showcase today. So yeah, without further ado, let me just jump into this. Volcanic Hammer is a very neat level 5 monster with 2400 attack and 1500 defense. Its effect reads like once per turn, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the number of volcanic monsters in your graveyard times 200. If you activate this effect, you cannot attack during this turn. Or this card cannot attack during this turn. So it has its burn ability, but it just loses its ability to battle during the battle phase, which is fine with the way that we built this deck. So we're playing this guy at 3 copies. The next card we're playing is actually Dark Ruler Hades, or Hades, or however you want to pronounce it. We're playing this card as the Force Tribute copy. This is so we can run over Zomas, Apprentice Magicians, any card that's really going to be problematic in the format. I feel like Hades is really going to outshine itself this format. Like a good example is like Ojama Blue. Ojama Blue won't get its effect. So using Dark Ruler Hades is just going to be one of those cards that out monster effects fairly easily in your tribute deck. So I recommend at least having them in side deck or something in any tribute deck. Moving on to our other monsters, you're going to see a lot of this today with the Rocket and the Shell. The Volcanic decks and Speed Duel kind of need to play both of these cards at 3. Volcanic Rocket's played at 3. The reason why is because when you summon it, you get to add the Blaze Accelerators, and you get to also add them from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So that's a very good thing to keep in note of this card. So we're playing this card at 3, and then we're playing Volcanic Shell. If you don't know what this card does, it says once per turn, you can pay 500 life points. Add 1 Volcanic Shell from your deck to your hand. This card must be in your graveyard to activate and resolve its effect. So this card's really cool because you get to continuously fill your hand with these level 1 Pyro monsters that get sent to the graveyard off of the Blaze Accelerator, which says you can target 1 monster your opponent controls, send 1 Pyro type monster with 500 or less attack from your hand to the graveyard, and if you do, destroy that target. You cannot declare an attack during the turn you activate this effect, which is fine in this deck. Blaze Accelerator sends the Shell, destroying 1 monster your opponent controls. You pay 500 life points, get the Shell back from the deck. Use Soul Exchange, which we're playing at 3 in the format. Tribute the other monster that you have on the field. Summon your Volcanic Hammer, and then burn them for 200 damage since you already aren't attacking that turn. It's a very unique and cool style. I'm really into this idea in general. And then we also play burn cards. We play Nightmare Wheel at 2 and Zoma at 3. I feel like this is like the perfect ratio for this. You can definitely try a different ratio if you would like, but this is the one I would like to stick with at least. I think both of these cards are like the best burn cards in the game. Mixed with the new burn card in the game, Hamerer, it makes for a perfect deck. The skill we're playing is Shadow Reborn. By paying half our life points, we can special summon a monster from our graveyard, and or I guess it's either player's graveyard, and your opponent doesn't take battle damage this turn. So this is a big highlight here, is battle damage. Your opponent can still take effect damage. So Nightmare Wheels, Zomas, and Hammer are all cards that are going to be able to drastically affect your opponent if you use Shadow Reborn. The reason why we have Shadow Reborn here, by the way, is definitely for the Hammerer. Whenever it gets sent to the graveyard, you want to be able to bring it back and then inflict more damage to your opponent. Hammerer's effects are once per turn, but it's not a hard once per turn. So you can activate 2 Hammerers in the same turn. But yeah. Deck 2 on our list is the Blaze Accelerator Deployment deck. This is one of the new skills that came out in the GX box with the deck. Axel is like a really cool character from GX, so I'm really excited to be building a deck for both of his skills today. Blaze Accelerator Deployment is arguably my favorite one out of the 2. I think it's very, very good. This card reads once per turn. You can change the name of 1 Blaze Accelerator you control to Tri-Blaze Accelerator. This skill can only be used once per turn, once per tool. Yeah, once per turn, twice per duel. That's how many times you can use this skill. Sorry for stuttering over my words there. So it like makes this card here Blaze Accelerator into this card here. Try Blaze Accelerator. So yeah, without further ado, let me jump into this one. Volcanic Doomfire is going to be at 3 in this because Doomfire literally summons itself from your hand by tributing Tri-Blaze Accelerator you control. So, like, you turn these Blaze Accelerators into the Tri-Blaze Accelerator. You tribute them off, and then you get a 3,000 beater. And what this card does is, during your opponent's battle phase, your opponent must attack this monster with an attack position monster they control. So, like, protects all other monsters on your field from attacks. Your opponent has to be attacking this guy. When this card destroys a monster and sends it to the graveyard, you destroy all monsters your opponent controls, and inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each monster destroyed by this effect. Which is also very, very good. It's another burn-heavy card. I think it's very strong. So yeah, we're definitely playing at 3 in this deck, since I feel like this skill is, another skill to try to get this guy out as fast as possible, because all it does is just change these guys' name, and he needs summoned to buy this guy. So yeah, definitely playing this guy at 3 in this deck. Again, we're playing this 3 rocket, 3 shell. That way we search our pieces. This is a lot more of a... Like, we have more of a reason in this deck than before. So we're using this card to get all the accelerators to hand. We need to try to be as consistent as possible with these Blaze Accelerators. You can drop it to 2 if you want, but personally I'm going to be playing 3 because this card can get them from the graveyard. So I would understand why you would want to play it at 2. But yeah, they're just mainly here to get these to hand as fast as possible. That way with the Volcanic Doomfire in hand, we can just get out our boss monster as soon as possible too. Like I said, we're playing... 3 of the Blaze Accelerator, 1 of the Tri-Blaze Accelerator. Now, Tri-Blaze Accelerator is a lot different than Blaze Accelerator. What this card does is that you activate it by sending 1 face-up Blaze Accelerator on your side field to the graveyard. You can send 1 Pyro monster, doesn't matter its attack, from your hand to the graveyard to destroy 1 monster your opponent controls and inflict 500 damage to your opponent, but you cannot declare an attack during the turn if you do. So this card's also another burn card that inflicts 500 damage, and it's just by destroying a monster on the field. So not only are you clearing an opponent's monster, but you're also inflicting damage to him, which is very, very good. 3 Book of Moon, 1 Cosmic Cyclone. You can turn this 1-of card into anything you really want if you want to. I'm just playing the 1 Cosmic. I was honestly kind of thinking about playing 41 cards and playing 2 Cosmic, but that's completely up to you guys. And then 3 Zone with a Spirit, because Zone is too strong not to be playing at 3 in every deck. Last on our list is the Volcanic Cannon, Volcanic Cannon skill, which is a really cool one. It's really dependent upon you guys what you want to use in your deck, but I like both skills, so I think that the last skill that you saw is personally my favorite one of the 2, but whatever you guys want to use. This card reads once per duel. You can send a Tri-Blaze Accelerator you control to the graveyard, special summon 1 Volcanic Doomfire from your hand, deck, or graveyard, ignoring its summoning conditions. Your opponent takes no effect damage the turn you activate this skill, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. Yeah, so let me just jump into this. 3 Doomfire again, 3 Volcanic Rocket, 3 Shell. 3 Doomfire is actually more prevalent in this build, and the reason why is because, like, you're cheating 1 out this game, and that's from deck too. So, like, you're able to bring this guy with the utmost of ease. And if it's in your graveyard, you can still use your skill to get it back from your graveyard. It's a really cool skill to pair with this boss monster. We only played 2 Blaze Accelerator in this deck. The reason why is because, like I said, Rocket can reborn them. And this deck is not a Blaze Accelerator deck, it's a Tri-Blaze Accelerator deck. As long as we can consistently get the Tri-Blaze Accelerators to the field, then that's all that really matters. But Blaze Accelerator is kind of, like, not as important, I feel like, in this deck. Tri-Blaze Accelerator in this deck is going to be at 3. It's pretty obvious why. You need Tri-Blaze Accelerator on the field to use the skill. You need Tri-Blaze Accelerator on the field to summon your Doomfire. It's searchable off your rocket, and Shell's like the perfect target to pitch. So this card is, like, really good. Definitely a very interesting card to play. 3 Book of Moon. 3 is only because it's the best card in the deck. But yeah, that's pretty much the deck, guys. All 3 of these decks I made, I made this one this morning, but all 3 of these decks I made in the last 2 days. Been having a lot of fun with these deck profiles lately, and it's been doing well for the channel too, so thanks for all the support lately. I really appreciate you guys. If you guys are excited for tomorrow's episode, it's going to be the Crystal Beast episode, because I haven't got my art yet for my Cyber Angel list, but Cyber Angels will be out after the box releases. We're going to continue these 3 videos throughout the next couple of days, probably into next week. I think Monday will be the last top 3 video, and then I'll start getting more into like other ideas I have for this box. That way we can keep the channel a little bit relevant, you know what I mean? But yeah, without further ado, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. I'm just kidding. Check out the Untitled Gaming Facebook page. The link's going to be in the description down below. This is where you can get any channel update or anything like that from me. You get like crazy little things, like I'll like be like, hey, check out this YouTuber. My videos get posted as soon as they drop. Every day I have a card of the day that has to do with the video releasing for that day. You get all my channel art updates, and then of course you always get the news as soon as it comes out for the GX tournaments and GX box and all of that. Best example here is all the skills got released the second that the video was released of the skills. So yeah, if you want to keep up to date with Speed Duels, it's definitely the group to join. If you want to keep up to date with the channel, also the perfect group to join. So without further ado, guys, have a great day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.